In order to start this session, it would be necessary to get a little bit closer, to pay close attention to what is now and what is here. Please make sure you sit comfortably with your feet on the ground and your hands on your laps. Make sure you can watch your screen effortlessly while you sit straight without creating any pressure on your neck. It would be also necessary to make sure that your computer is not turning on sleep mode anytime soon, and that your speaker's volume is set on 44%. Headphones are not required at the moment. This is a candle. Use its flame to light your now and here. To use it properly, avoid other screens and light sources around your computer. Regard this candle as your main light source. It is not the wax nor the flame that makes this image a candle, but the light that radiates from it. Whether you see it as a real candle or just as a virtual candle, the function remains the same. The purpose of this candle is to be the anchor for this experience. Your sight and your mind will rest on top of this candle while your attention allows itself to expand. As the wax holds the flame in this candle, the candle will hold the restless sight and the wandering mind while attention allows itself to expand. Allows itself to expand. Listen to your computer hardware. Hear how the fan of your machine generates the right amount of air that cools the system down, allowing the software to generate this candle. Its flame is fueled by the same air from the space around you, the same air that you are now breathing. Stare loosely at the flame and see if you can feel your breath in it. Air is what fuels this experience. Make sure that you have enough of it. Inhale through your nostrils and exhale from your mouth. Don't breathe in too deeply or too shallowly. Just enough air that will allow you to be where you are. Let your here tell you the right amount of air. Listen to your surroundings. Feel how everything around you breathes. People, plants, and even electric devices are all breathing at a certain pace. Try to feel the movement of the breath around you and breathe accordingly. Let your breath sync with the breath of the air, with the rhythm of what exists around you. The more you listen, the more subtle are the sounds that reveal themselves to you. You may notice now the sound of water pipes, electricity, planes, and birds that are passing by your location. You are slowly becoming aware of the network that lays under your daily reality. If at this point your mind has already started to wander around, leaving the candle and my voice behind, this is a sign that your attention keeps expanding. Let the new thoughts in too. Without focusing your attention on them, these thoughts will slowly pass by you. Watch how the flame of this candle, always going back to its center, accepting every sudden movement and disturbance as part of its eternal movement. Let's take another step forward and let our attention expand itself even more. Take your awareness even further beyond your immediate surroundings. Feel the space itself. Become aware of the intervals between you and whatever you consider to be external to you. Feel the space around you, above you, and below your chair. All that is happening at the moment, including your breath, are phenomenons in this space. They come into space, remain in it, and dissolve back to the space. This space is vaster than your room, vaster than the structure you are currently in. See how this infinite horizon opens up in front of you, offering an infinite range of possibilities. there. Be there. Stay there. Stay there. And slowly come back down, 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 down. I would like to use this process of getting in sync with space to take you outside of your current now and here, to ride this never-ending stream of space into the specific space in which I've been working for the past month. On the top floor of a house in Utrecht, I try to embody my research. It was the first work I made after finishing writing my final document, organizing my research and my work from the past 2 years. To get to a house, we will need to breathe by its rhythm. The time signature there is 4 by 4. Let's try to breathe now according to this rhythm. Inhale for 4 beats and exhale for 4 beats. 1 measurement in, 1 measurement out. In, out. In, out, in, out, After counting several measurements, you may put your headphones on and let the sound do the counting. Follow both the visuals and the sound while you're slowly getting into the rhythm of the Kuppelsaal. This work was created in an attempt to activate a physical space by virtual elements,
making a digital file the source of an event. Like a metronome, the composition of light, sound, and objects moves at a certain pace and invites those who are in it to get in sync with the rhythm. By broadcasting this rhythm online, I would like to challenge the borders of the Kupolsaal, letting anyone with an internet connection to get in sync with it and therefore to be present in it. All the components of the space breathe together. The lights are linked to the visuals. The visuals are generated by the sound. The physicality of the sound moves the candles, the water in the singing bowls, and the bodies of those who are currently in the space. The idea of creating a source for an event came to me as part of my research about the religious experience. I wanted to create a space that functions as a temple in the sense that it is designed to be the outlet of some divine source. This source could be seen as a center of time and space. An event in this space will revolve around this center, like the altar of a church. As I was trying to use the specific features and characteristics of the Kupolsaal, I found the altar to be the fixed screen in the space. This screen is the center of this dome structure, the intersection of all the lines in this oval space. But instead of making a watching space in which the screen is the platform for an exterior world, I wanted to create an introspective experience that uses the screen as a mirror, as a center that reflects on the rest of the elements in the space, making the spectators aware of their presence and the presence of their surroundings. As someone that works and thinks mostly through still images, I slowly learned in this program to give in to the space that I am in, instead of automatically impose my vision on it. I learned to be more present in the life in the studio and in the life outside of the studio, to develop a state which I describe in the final document as a state of serenity, accepting and embracing any physical element that forms the space around me. In that sense, I try to give depth to the flat image, to give it a role in a certain event, and to make it a part of a dramaturgy. I try to create images that engage not only the sense of sight, but also the behavior and the gathering of an audience. Generally speaking, I learned in this program to get outside of myself. I learned to observe my work from the angle that is opposite to my angle, to alternate between the state of mind of the maker and the state of mind of the spectator. Whether we choose to look at it through psychological, artistic, or religious lens, there is something inherently transcendental about becoming your own audience.